Hey guys, today we are going to update my TBR cart. Now I did this a few months back and in the last few months every time I've gone to do another TBR I have just kind of added some more books to it, but I'm feeling like it's time for a bit more of a refresh, especially with fall coming up here now. I kind of want to like put all my fall creepy suspense kind of books on top, and then when I pick my TBRs for October and November, I want to like prioritize those ones. So I thought it'd be nice to have them kind of on top, easy to find. And so I have a stack here. Let's see if I can do this. I have all of these books that I want to add to the cart, and that will mean removing some of them because I need to make some space. I did kind of look through already. I don't really think that I have any from the front. This is like my main side of the cart that I want to remove. So we're gonna look at the back. We're gonna see if there's like a few I can pull off. And then at the same time, I'm going to kind of pay attention to any that I think are really good for fall that I want to add to the top. And we'll kind of do some rearranging here. So, I mean, I have a bunch of Agatha Christie here. Those could definitely go on the top. She really should just have her own spot on the cart, like her own shelf thing, because I don't even have all of my Agatha Christie's on here. But yeah, we'll pull those off. This top here is my classics. This is probably just gonna stay this way. I don't really want to read any of these in October, but I don't know, I might pick some up yet. This one, The Lost Queen, I don't really know anything about, but I did see it on someone's fall recommendation list. And it looks kind of eerie and stuff, so this is gonna go on my top shelf there. I don't know. Oh, yeah, for sure. Room, that's got to go on the top. And This Present Darkness. I don't know what to pull out. Oh, I almost knocked over the stack. I don't know what to pull out of here. Like, I mean, all these books are on the cart because I want to read them. Actually, now I'm saying this though. So this one. Oh yeah, this one was a struggle to get in the first place. And it's gonna be a struggle to get out. Why don't I do it through the back? Okay, there we go. Actually this one. What's Best Next? After I put it on the cart, I was going on Goodreads and I realized I've read this book. And obviously it didn't make a big impression on me because I didn't remember I read it. So that one doesn't even have to come back on here after, I don't think. Gone with the Wind, I kind of want to pull out because it's so big. Oh, and this is another one that apparently I read. Louis Giglio's I Am Not, But I Know I Am. So those ones will go off for good, unless I ever want to reread them. Maybe I'll take off Out of Africa. I don't know anything about this book. I need to do some research before pulling it out. Okay, so I buy the books from thrift stores often. And I'm assuming this is a thrift store disgustingness, but like, ew. I should have cleaned that up when I brought it home. That's gross. Okay, we're just gonna take this one off of here for now. I'm not picking it up anytime soon, and that frees up a lot of space. Everything else I really want to read, except maybe like these. Is there any other like creepy fallish type books? I don't think so. On this side, The Curse of Misty Wayfarer, A Cry from the Dust, Never Come Back, The Assault. This one's mystery, but not really creepy, so I'll keep that one there. The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag. I mean, I could just fill up the top part here already. Whew. Okay, some of these I will just put back here for now. And then what here is not fall? I don't feel like Safely Home is fallish, so put this back here. Only the River Runs Free. This feels like a different time. Pretty much any of these I feel like could work well for fall. I'm gonna just move down some of the ones I'm less excited about. Let's move these all down. Go like that. Okay, then I'll try to put back some of these. Actually, first I'm gonna show you the ones that I wanted to add to my TBR cart, and we'll see if we can fit them on here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna just take this one off for now too. I do want to finish this series at some point, but it's not gonna happen right now. Okay, so I've got Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales because I want to do some fairy tale reading this fall. I don't think I've ever actually finished one of the original fairy tales, so that book has 12 of them, I believe. And then I got Anne of Avonlea, which is the second book in the series. I read Anne of Green Gables a few years ago, way too late in adulthood to truly call myself a real Canadian, but now I want to continue on the series, and I do think that I'm going to try to read one every October for the next however many years until I'm done. Then I have Assassin's Apprentice. This one I need to read before the end of this year because Robin Hobb was one of the authors I wanted to read this year, and I had 12 authors, and I think I finished all 11 of them, or authors and books, by like May, except hers. So that one's going on here. Then I have The Queen's Rising. I think this is a YA fantasy book, and just the cover, it looks very, well, it looks maybe a little bit more wintry, but I'm putting this on here for fall. Oh, and then I got some Agatha Christie here. Ordeal by Innocence and Endless Night. So I'm gonna put those ones over here because I'll just kind of have an Agatha Christie shrine over here. Oh, and another one of hers. A Murder is Announced. Then I have Jonathan Auxier's The Night Gardener. This is a middle grade book. I don't really know anything about it, but it looked perfect for this time of year. So I'm not going to put it on my middle grade shelf unless I get desperate for space, I think, because this one's really cool. Then I've got a random suspense book that I picked up because it was cheap. This is called Friend Request. So I'll put that one up here. And this is All Systems Red. I think this is science fiction. It's about a robot who is supposed to be assassinating people, but all he or she or whatever wants to do all day is sit around and watch soap operas, which sounded kind of funny. So seems like something for this time of year. I mean, not necessarily a funny part, but I don't know, the book looked fallish. Then I have Mapping the Bones. I think this is historical fiction. It's set in 1942 in Poland. Yeah, so I thought that might be good. Historical fiction kind of feels like fall, winter as well, so there's that. And then I have Heart of Thorns, which I believe is another YA fantasy book, I think. Some kind of magic. Yeah, so that will go on here. Okay, that was all for that. And then maybe I'll just make this a mystery section here. Oh, I really, really want to read this Jamie Jo Wright book, so she's got to go on top. I also think room would be really good for this time of year. Let's make some room for it on top. Oof, okay. These other ones might just have to go in the middle grade section, I guess. So, this row, and then these two books are what I'm hoping to be able to choose from for my October TBR. Now, I will probably be doing that in my next video. I'll be picking my October TBR. So for October, my plan is to do my regular October TBR. I'm going to do a library TBR because I have been requesting all the library books. And I am also going to do a separate TBR that shares which books I'm going to be reading for the Hey Reader-a-thon prompts. So I kind of have like 3 TBRs to do for October. So it's gonna be like TBR essential for a little while. My cat, like, I think she's weird all the time, but I really notice it when I'm trying to film videos and she's going through. Yeah, okay, so I only actually removed 3 books that I haven't read. Of course, they're like huge books. And then 2 books that I have read. So that's not bad. I think I got this junk off of this book. What I would really like to know is if there are any books that I've kind of pointed out that I want to read in October and November that you think I should prioritize. If you're not already, please subscribe to my newsletter. I send it out every other week, and at the beginning of every month I give my subscribers 4 different options that are on my TBR cart, and I let them pick between those 4 different options one of the books that I'm going to be reading. So it's kind of like a fun way to make this a little bit more interactive. I would still really like to make one of my future TBR videos, like do like a live stream. I mean, my personality, I don't like the idea of live stream, but it'd be so much fun to have people being like, yeah, pick that one for this prompt or something. Yeah, so I'll be back probably in my next video sharing my October TBR. So I'll be using Hey Reader again and getting some random prompts, and then hopefully it works out that I can read some books that I want to read. That's all for today, and thanks for watching, guys.